Okay, we're back for another video. This is High Value English lesson 39. Only 3 more left. The review. All right, these are exercises from a PDF textbook I've made for my local students, but if you don't have it, I'll write everything and you can follow along. This is a very later stage advanced. This is truly advanced, I think. These are about deleting words from your English because native people, again, everything is about high value, the cost, performance. We're cutting words out to communicate more quickly. And so, for example, let's see. Oh, I have a good friend who is called Stephen, for example. This is perfectly correct. Again, I teach lessons where the evolution, usually a student says, I have a good friend. My friend is called Stephen, right? Now, this is perfectly fine. This is correct, but nobody would say this. This is maybe of a young child. And so we have to join them together. So the next stage would be, and my friend is called Stephen. So now it's one sentence. So the rhythm is more driving toward this final word, Stephen. But here we have my, friend. We don't need both. So we can cut my friend, and he is called Stephen, right? But even with this would be a little bit of timing slowdown or hesitation. I have a good friend, and he is called Stephen. That would be the natural spoken version. I press my students to say, who is called Stephen? So, and he, one word cut. I have a good friend who is called Stephen. So that the rhythm is faster when you use this style. And as you practice it, your listening will improve from using just this one change. But finally, let's say you have no problem. Yep, I've got it. The final version is that we start now. Let's see, is this right? Yeah, we start deleting these words. Sometimes, most of the time, many times. I have a good friend, and we just go straight to, I have a good friend called Stephen. I have a good friend called Stephen. That's the full speed, maximum value, max value version. And so if you can get to this level, and anybody can, you just saw me do it. Step 1, child, student, and finally, native speed. So you can totally do that. And we've done it across about 40 lessons. So now we're really seeing the change. So let's just do these exercises. Exercise A. So number 1, I visited Greece and saw the Parthenon. Blah, blah, blah. Way back in 440 BC. Okay. So let's stop and think about this. So the Parthenon is a building, and so we're going to say, so that's which, that's object. And what could it be? What could the verb be here? Way back, long time ago, the word is, you could say which, and this, we don't know who did it. We don't know who. I don't think so. So we're going to say which was built. So that could be the verb here. Which was built way back 440 BC. Okay, so that's going to be how it goes. I visited Greece, saw the Parthenon built way back in 440 BC. Other words, you could say constructed way back. That means a building. Construction, I guess. Yeah, maybe those are 2 good words. Built, constructed. Okay, but yeah, just slowly think about what are you trying to communicate? We don't know who did it. Long time ago, so that's going to be which was built or built. Number 2. I went to a festival in the park, and there was a clown, blah, blah, animals with balloons and blah, blah, many balls in the air. Let's see. So here, how do we do this one? We're going to say a clown. And there should be a comma here. And there was a clown. Clown's a human, so we're going to say who. And this is past tense. I went, so we know it's who was. And so we know in this case, this is not the passive case. The clown is doing something. So who was, so we can know this is something ing. Animals with balloons, balloon animals. Who was making animals with balloons. I think that's the answer. So so that's the answer. It's a clown making animals with balloons, and who was what? Balls in the air. That's going to be juggling. Okay, juggling. That's that performance style of throwing things in the air, juggling. Okay, so yeah, look at that. That's different. By practicing this, your listening will improve. Visited Greece, saw the Parthenon built, went to the park, saw a clown making. You'll start hearing, you'll start sensing that making, made, right? I bought a cake, made. I saw a clown making. And you'll start quickly, naturally imagining, something to the cake or the clown making, right? Cake made or clown making. Anyway, number 3. In the 1800s, many people moved from Ireland, blah, blah, by the potato famine, blah, blah, by a fungus that killed many billions of plants. Now, what is this one? Let's see. What could this one? Okay. So Ireland is a place. I'm going to say the answer here is going to be which. And of course, this is past tense, 1800s, moved. So which was. So Ireland had trouble by potato famine, and potato famine had trouble. So what could be something which was, you wouldn't say damaged, not that, you don't damage a country, which was, it could be, I'm going to say the answer is devastated. Devastated. That means a verb where almost everything destroyed or huge trouble, like an earthquake or war, or this type of huge famine where all the plants die, right? So many people moved from Ireland devastated by the potato famine. Yeah. Now this is interesting because now with the which was is gone, the devastated, it could mean the people or Ireland, or it means both, because the people and Ireland, you could imagine them, they're the same meaning, right? The country is the people. So the people devastated, Ireland devastated by potato famine. And let's see, how about this one? So, and then now the famine, again, that's a noun, which was by a fungus. That means like a mushroom, tiny mushroom, bacteria level organism. So which was by a fungus, which was, so the famine came from the fungus, which was, I think the word could be like started by a fungus. The fungus started the famine, which was which was introduce a famine. No. Started, you could say, I guess, yeah, started is the only word. Yeah, I'm gonna say which was started. So, you're saying Ireland, explain, devastated, famine, explain, started by a fungus. This is tough stuff. But again, you have to make your own to have any chance, I honestly think, if you want a chance to listen or read this style where there's a verb, moved, devastated, started, killed. There is four verbs in one sentence. And you have to manage all of them. You have to practice. You have to start making your own. It's just the only way. Let's see. Number 4. I invest in companies, blah, blah, new products, blah, blah, in Japan. So companies, now we know that's going to be, which. And we know products, again, which. So I invest, that's present tense. So companies is plural. So say which are products, and then, which are. So we're going to have these both be present tense. Companies which are, I'm going to say, so we know the company is the actor, the company doing something, and then the result is products, which are, the answer is, how about, let's say making, you could say designing, manufacturing, that means factory level, factory style, high speed, accurate making. Okay, so I think that's the answer. So companies which are, I invest in companies designing. I invest in companies manufacturing new products. Now this is going to be, the products don't, which are, what could be which are helping in Japan, which are, now this is going to be a passive, which are, which are, maybe this should be manufactured. Maybe that should be there. I invest in companies which are, so we'll say this, we'll cut this out. We'll say, which are, I invest in companies designing new products manufactured in Japan. So the companies design and the products are made, manufactured in Japan. Companies. Yeah. Man, that's a really special investor. Designed, new, and also in Japan. Man. Number 5. I have family, blah, blah, in Germany, so I hope to visit, blah, blah, someday soon. Let's see. So I have family. That's family, the human, who, present tense, are, and then what could be the main verb? Family is a living, so working. Yep. So I have family living or working in Germany. So I hope to visit, what could be here? So this is a verb. This whole lesson is about which after a noun, person who, company which. So after a verb, the only answer here is I hope to visit them. All the way back to lesson 1. I hope to visit them someday soon. There you go. And now let's do exercise B. Number 1. What kind of products do you tend to buy? Let's see. I like to buy things made by hand, by people, I don't know, living in the countryside because I enjoy the rustic feel. I enjoy their rustic feel of traditional products. I don't know. Okay, so things made by hand by people living in the countryside. So there you go. I made one using this style. Number 2. What historical figures impress you? What could I say? I'm impressed by people, let's see. Now you have to say who fought or who struggled, right? You cannot say people struggled because this is the passive tense version. I'm saying those people struggled. So it has to be who struggled. Who struggled. The people are the actor, and they struggled. Who struggled hard. Struggled, let's see, a lot during times of hardship. Under conditions created by bad leadership. I don't know. Okay, so there's one. Create conditions which were created by bad leadership. So I'm impressed by people who struggled a lot during times of hardship and then let's make it strong. For example, slavery in the US, or soldiers in the Vietnam War, whatever. Okay, I don't know, that's a good example. Okay, we did it. All right, only 3 more lessons. So we'll see you in the next one. I strongly recommend leave your comments below. Give an example. We'll see you next time.